Hey everyone! So this is the first video I'm doing in a series which will show the process of creating a world from start to finish using the Sims 3 Create a World tool. So I just started with a simple medium-sized flat map with height 200, and I'm just using the Sculpting tool to make a hill and some mountains around the edges to block the ocean. And this takes a while, so... the world you see is going to be a college town. So I thought it would be kind of cool to make some college campuses because there's a university expansion pack, and I have so much school spirit that I really wish there was. So, yeah, I'm going to have one campus up on the mountain that I just built, and another one is going to be down on the opposite corner near the beach. So, hopefully they'll be rivals. I thought that would be kind of cool. I don't really have ideas for names of them yet, or school colors or anything, so if you guys have ideas for that, it'd be great to hear some comments. Yeah, so sculpting takes a while. This whole process takes about an hour to go from what you see so far. It depends how fast you work, too. I've made a few worlds before, but nothing worth putting on the exchange, so I've just gotten familiar with the tools. So I used the valley tool to make the ocean and river, and now I'm just kind of going back in and using the flatten gentle tool to kind of make everything livable, because no one likes lots that are pure hills. So it's always good to have flat areas to build on, and it's always also a good idea to go around the edges of your hills to make sure everything's flat. So not only that you can see where the mountains are and where Sims can go and where they can't, but it also just makes it ensures that everything gets flat. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so once you have a map to your liking, it's time to start the roads. And roads really aren't that complicated to use. You just click and drag. And I'm using the smoothing tool now to kind of make the road smooth. Because it just doesn't look very good to have really bumpy roads or sidewalks that suddenly jar out at 90 degrees. So, I mean, the smoothing tool helps a lot with that. Also, you need road intersections in order for cars to turn around, so you should never leave a road just without a road intersection at the end. It just won't work very well. So I'm just flattening out some more areas in the back here because this is where the buildings are going to be for the mountain campus. And there's me placing the road intersection, like I said. And I'm going to have sidewalks go up to some of the other parts, so that's why I didn't take a road up to those back areas. So to edit a road, you just click on it with the move tool and move the blue bars around until you get it to your liking. And another important thing to remember is sometimes, you don't want to have too many rows, or otherwise it's going to just be completely crazy, and less is often more. One of the mistakes I made in my first town that I made, that I actually uploaded to my game, was I had way too many roads. So, and I put half the houses too close together, and that just didn't end up very well, because when you try to enter into the to build your house, it was too close to the other lot, so you couldn't really get a good view unless you were looking at it straight on, because when you tried to look at it from the side, the other houses blocked your view. So the main thing that I want to remember when I'm building this lot is to keep the lots far enough away and not put too many roads in. And the medium-sized map does give you a pretty good size lot to work with. I mean, the squares that you see from far out aren't actually the size of the squares that the Sims use. As you zoom in, you can see that the squares get divisible into even more squares, so it's going to be bigger than you think. Yeah, and this is where I'm going to put the other college campus, so there's going to be one on the hill and one down here. Now the road that you saw right there, it was kind of going over the water. So, I don't really have a bridge. I didn't get whatever expansion pack lets you have bridges, but all you have to do for that is you put the road across the water, and then, like I was saying with the Smoothen tool, you want to use the Flatten tool. And I'm going to do that again here, and see it just pops right out of the water. So I decided to build on this area of the map too, just because it was a nice oceanside view. Alright, so I'm jumping back to Fraps, which gives me a much clearer view. I can't use Fraps to record the actual Creator World tool, so because it just doesn't work. So this is what I have so far. It took me about an hour to do the roads too. I think it turned out pretty well. I'll probably go back in and do a lot of detail work with the sculpting, but I mean, I think it looks pretty good. So that's about it. If you guys have any comments or requests or ideas for this town, please let me know. Or even as far as names for the colleges or school colors, it would all be appreciated. So I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching. Bye!